spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equals. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jack.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream. That's this official Lakers Nuggets. We've been waiting on this, man. Revenge season is here. As you can see, everybody around the league has been getting revenge. Y'all seen what the Kings did to the Warriors, right? It's our time now. The Lakers' time now. This is not going to be an easy task. Obviously, we start off on the road, so it's going to be really, really tough. However, we got this, Laker family. We have this. I believe that the Lakers can win. And if we beat the Denver Nuggets, this is our finals matchup, in my opinion. We beat the Denver Nuggets, we're going all the way. You guys heard it here first. I said it the other day. I will say it again. I'm going to double down. If, and I believe we can, but if we beat this Denver Nugget team, we're going all the way. Now, why does the Denver Nuggets team give us so many fits? And by the way, before I get into the nitty-gritty, into the antics and everything, how's you guys' weekend going, my beautiful Laker family? Good to see all you guys here. My guy T-Money, appreciate you, T-Money. Alan, Peruvian guy, Wendell Kelly, man, Jay, everybody, man. Much love to you guys. All my day ones. LOE, my brother, we were just talking on the chat. How you doing, brother? He said, get that game win, and I'll be a lot more confident. I'm right there with you, baby. And listen, there's no problem if you guys aren't confident. Guys, we have lost 8 in a row. You guys have every right to be cautiously optimistic. We lost 8 in a row against Denver. So obviously, I'm not expecting Laker fans to come out here. Nobody's a bigger Laker. First of all, let me clear this up. Nobody's a bigger Laker fan than no other Laker fan. Y'all heard what my track says. We're all equals, right? Now, because our nervous levels are different, that's normal. Some people are more cautiously optimistic, and some people are more optimistic. Some might say even blindly optimistic. But I'm somewhere in between. I believe the Lakers can beat the Nuggets. But I don't think anything is a guarantee. Obviously, nothing's a guarantee. We've lost 8 in a row, so we have some stuff to weather here. Hanson, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Daniel, everybody, man, good to see you. Always, Darius, of course, future Laker fan, Darius Ford. Yes, I did come on a little bit late. I was watching the game, man. I'll tell you that Anthony Edwards. I told you guys that the Minnesota Timberwolves were going to be a problem, and they're making easy work of the Phoenix Suns right now. So I mean, I didn't expect them to blow them out, but I did expect them to win the series in 5 or 6. My expectations will remain the same. Now let's dive into it a little bit, into the numbers, okay? And I went ahead and looked up the last 5 games versus the Denver Nuggets head to head, and this is what the Lakers are shooting. They're shooting 35.84% from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Denver is shooting 41%. That's been a huge difference, believe it or not, because I'm not saying games are won at the 3-point line, but if they have an advantage, especially at home, and they're shooting a higher percentage. And again, I got to give credit to the Denver Nuggets defense. They play exceptional defense, phenomenal defense. To hold us to 35%, that's great. But tonight, I think we have to bring that up a little bit. How we're going to do that? We're going to have to shoot smart shots. Don't force anything. High IQ, intelligent basketball plays, man. Yeah, Ant-Man is phenomenal, LOE. He's going all the way off, man. He's just a specimen. When we talk about a player, one of my favorites for sure, for a reason, right? But again, the Lakers got to bring that 3-point percentage up a little bit. And the way we're going to do that is by playing inside out. We got to be intelligent. We got to play smart basketball. Denver, the way we hold their percentage down is we have to make sure that we rotate properly, communicate, and don't overhelp on Joker. That's the key, because when you overhelp, they got Jamal Murray. They got Michael Porter Jr., who tends to kill us. Even though he's got a lot of stuff going on with his family right now, Michael Porter Jr. tends to kill us. We got to make sure we keep him under control. Obviously, Jokic can step out and hit a 3. Aaron Gordon, if he's feeling froggy, he might leap from beyond the arc. Like all of them, right? So we just got to be intelligent and we got to be smart, man. So they are beating us by 6% at the 3-point line. The last 5 games, that's a lot of the reason for their success. They're shooting 78% from the free throw. We're shooting 76, so kind of even. Fast break points are deadlocked, almost even. 15.8 for Denver and 14.4 for the Lakers. So they're beating us in that department as well. And the one place where we do beat Denver is in the paint. Points in the paint, the last 5 games we've played them, we're averaging 58.8, so damn near 60. They're averaging 51. That is a 7-point differential. That is huge. Maybe we can make that a 14-point differential. We got to attack My game plan for the Lakers, they have to be relentless. Yes, we're going to get fouled, right? We're going to get fouled. We got to play through the contact. We're not going to get all the calls. We're on the road. Plus, we know how Denver likes to operate, right? They're very sneaky. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get the free throw calls. We're not. We have to play through that. We have to be mentally tough. We have to get back on defense. Yes, that means you too, LeBron. And we have to just be intelligent moving forward, all right? Now, the Lakers got in yesterday, and they were getting acclimated to the weather, obviously the high altitude. And so hopefully that's not too much of a big factor for them today. But I am concerned about how battle ready the Lakers are going to be. Remember, we've had a couple of days off, but so have the Denver Nuggets. So can we knock off the rust before they do? Big concern for me. I hate getting off the slow starts. I think getting off to a quick start will be imperative to winning tonight's ball game. And if we win tonight's ball game, we will control the series, all right? What better way than to steal home court game 1 of the NBA playoffs and remove that doubt from anybody's mind, including our very own fans. But I believed it in this team, man. Listen, I'm sure LeBron James and AD have had sleepless nights. They've tried to downplay this matchup, but I know deep down inside, I know they got that fire burning in them. I know LeBron's about to go off today. I already played Prize Picks. I posted it over there for you guys on Twitter and all that good stuff, man. Also, follow us on Playback. You guys know where we're at. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Definitely going to be covering a little bit of the Knicks in the second half, but all of the Laker game for sure. So tap in there, man. The doors of the church, as my good friend Diehard likes to say, man, will be open. All right. We'll get into some of these comments. He said, AD got to park down low every time. Big facts, brother. Big facts. And not only that, he needs to impose as well and just go right at Jokic, right? I know Jokic gets away with some stuff, but you got to be tougher than him. You just do, mentally and physically today. My guy LOE says, make Jokic have to score 50, let him score, take everyone else away. He's out of shape. Ass will get winded scoring all those points. Yeah, that was my strategy as well the other night, bro. I agree, LOE. I think you have to take away what makes them comfortable. They love putting Jokic in that pick and roll, the high screen, letting him make decisions at the top of the key. He sees the whole floor. He's 7 feet tall. You know, he's herky-jerky, and he gets to, he passes to cutters. They move really well without the basketball. So I think our defensive players cannot fall asleep watching the Joker. I would, just like you said, but to add to that, I would throw different looks at him, right? Stifle him. You know, sometimes LeBron might even have to guard him in some possessions. You know, like just stifle him and continue to confuse the Joker. If we do that, and like you said, if he scores 50 and they win, so be it. But can he do that again the next game and the next one and the next one? The key here is not to let Joker drop 40-point triple-double, and then Jamal Murray's getting off as well with his 27, you know, and then Aaron Gordon's chipping in with his 15, and then you got Michael Porter chipping in with his 19 plus. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that. They cannot be the jack of all trades. We have to snip all of that. You know, so we have to snip all of that, and we have to make them pick. You're either going to be the scorer or the passer, Joker, and preferably the scorer, because we got to play those passing lanes and play a lot of ball denial. And, you know, we got to be smart tonight. If we bring the double, which we will, we got to make sure we do it early in the shot clock, early and before he can adjust, right, from the strong side or the weak side. We can't let him see both man and basket. We cannot allow him to get this peripheral vision up and do whatever he wants. Ain't no way in hell. But I agree with you, man. We have to pick our poison tonight, and I say guard him one-on-one and live with the results. Take everybody else out of the game. But in order to take everybody else out of the game, we're going to have to be extremely diligent. We're going to have to be smart. We're going to pay attention to detail, and do not turn the ball over. That is a death sentence versus this team. They'll get out in transition, hit some threes. They get all the momentum at home court. We want to stifle them early, rip out their hearts, and eat it fatality style, Mortal Kombat style. That's what we need to do, right? Hey, he said, should we not play defense on Jokic and guard everyone else in the perimeter? No, you got to play defense on everybody, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You have to play defense on everybody. Contest that. My brother said, my dog, he said, we need this win for sure. I'll put the ball on our court. We need the win. And I think we're going to need magnificent LeBron James as well tonight. I know we keep tugging on his cape, and he's like 49 years old or some shit like that. But we got to keep tugging on that cape, because there's nobody physically who can match up with him on that team, period. I mean, Aaron Gordon might be able to switch a couple of times, but ain't no match for LeBron. He's unmatchable. He's the top leading scorer of all time for a reason. He can get buckets whenever he wants, especially if he puts his head down. And let's be honest, they don't have too much rim protection. What happens is they get to sag off of our shooters if they're not knocking down shots. So we're going to need AD. We're going to need, D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves to knock down their open shots to keep the defense honest. Otherwise, they will be cheating like a Kardashian, bro. They're going to be cheating off their players, and they're going to be, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be leaking, and we can't have that because that's how LeBron won't be able to play too much one-on-one. That's how AD will get double teamed in the paint. Like, it'll be all bad if that happens. So guys have to knock down shots to keep the floor spaced, right? That's the whole purpose of AD playing the 5, right? Also, I think Jackson Hayes and some of these other role players are going to be really important. Really important. Obviously, Rui, they're going to be crucial to our success this whole series. We need that energy from the young ones because Denver's going to bring their energy. So we need our young bucks to uplift us and elevate us to the next level. And I believe they can do that. Let's see. Lila says, use Hayes and AD and Rui at the same time for some minutes. That would be nice, Lila. That would be nice. I can see that happening in the second quarter. I doubt they will start both of those guys, but who knows? Maybe Darvin has something up his sleeve. I hope he does, because we're going to have to counter everything. Listen, this team has been scouting us. I promise you, from the moment they made the playoffs, they were scouting all of their opponents. So they're going to try to adjust to whatever we throw at them, and we have to, also make the proper adjustments in order to win this game. But it's not going to be easy. I promise you guys this. It is going to be a dogfight from the moment that whistle, from the moment the ball tips, it's going to be a dogfight, an uphill battle. By the way, Minnesota really killing the Phoenix Suns. I told you guys Phoenix did not play any defense. This team, they're kind of honestly, the fact that they made the 6th seed is kind of shocking to me because they should have fallen off the face of the earth the way they don't play defense. But I guess a lot of the Western teams don't play defense, and the Timberwolves do. That's why they have a 19-point lead right now. Let's see. D'Lo has to match Murray point for point. Oh man, I wish that was possible. LOE, but at this point, I would settle for D'Angelo Russell averaging his regular season stats, 18. If he goes anything over that, then I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? That would be glorious. If he goes over 18 PPGs, glorious, man. He's outplaying his contract at that point. But I want at least that. If he goes 16 or less, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. It's the same old story. So throughout the series, all I'm asking D'Lo to do is to hit his regular season average. I'm not asking him to be, Captain Save-A-Ho, Superman, none of that. Just 18 PPGs, baby, with 6 assists. That's it. I'm not asking for the stars of the moon, right? Now, Austin Reeves, I think he's going to be the golden boy in this series. I think he can bring his average over 15. Anything over 15 over his average will be great, but I think he can really be like 17 to 18. He can be an X factor for us because he's a playmaker. He's a scorer. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes he gives us that second chance rebound point effort. He takes charges. I expect Sawston tonight. I expect him to really ball the heck out. High basketball IQ, but the one thing I'm concerned with him is when he tries to do too much and then he turns the ball over. Same thing with D'Lo. They got to keep it fundamental. And then if you're feeling yourself, you hit a couple of shots and then you want to go behind the back or something, then I'm cool with it. But it has to build up to that. If those guys start getting flashy early on before they're actually in a rhythm, before they're actually warmed up, then it could spell trouble for us. But I think D'Lo and AR should have a decent to good series. But I'm expecting the most out of AD and LeBron. They're the ones that have to set the tone from the get. As soon as the gates open, they got to run through those gates like it's Black Friday, man. I need those guys to go crazy. You know what I mean? Like as soon as the ball tips off, I need AD demanding the basketball and attacking the Joker, making him work. Because honestly, if you settle for jump shots and fadeaways, you're letting him off the hook. Now he has all this offensive energy. Now he's got all this offensive prowess, and you got to deal with it on the other end. So that's going to exhaust you. One of the main ways to counter that is to make that man play defense for sure. If we can do that, I'm great. By the way, we got a minor update on Vando yesterday. Seems like he's on the walking boot for precaution. So that means he actually still on track to come back this series at some point. Not sure what point yet. They haven't clarified that, but we're looking forward to it. By the way, Chet, how do you guys feel about Darvin Ham being the biggest trash talker on our team? I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of that because the coach isn't out on the court, right? I would rather one of our players do it, but also a part of me kind of wants them just to show out instead of let their game do the talking. But I do like a good trash talking series. We know what Mike Malone said last year. We know what the Denver Nuggets believe. I would like for us to shut them up. So I don't care if they don't trash talk or not. Show up on the court. That's all I'm asking. What do you guys think? Alvin No Chipmunk says, off-ball movement is key. No standing watch ball. I agree with that. I agree with that. If we start ball watching, we're gonna look like Kobe Bryant back in 2006 with Kwame and Smush, where everybody just gives the ball to Kobe and get out of his way. We can't have that. Guys have to move without the basketball. Rui does an exceptional job of this. He flashes to the basket. He moves really well. He'll get you second chance points off of rebounds. He does little things when he is active. If we can do that tonight, if he can stay active, him, Austin Reeves, get crashing the glass, doing stuff like that, we have a phenomenal chance. We have a phenomenal chance. He said KD showed up, but the rest of the guys didn't help him. I mean, hey, LOE, that's what I expect from Booker. That's why I'm not a fan. You know, KD is the best player on that team, but Booker tries to be the leader. Doesn't lead by example, fan. You know, I'm not even sure he's a good Robin at this point. You know, he might be a third string. He might be the Alfred of the team at this point. He said LeBron knows that he is close to the end of his career, and this might be one of his last opportunities. He's still playing at a high level. He needs to go all Super Saiyan mode. You know what, Disco? I believe that's a high possibility of LeBron James just turning up and going all out. The only thing I fear is injury. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, I'm happy with it. But he has to play intelligent basketball, and hopefully we don't turn the ball over, man. When we get sloppy, when we take several days off, you know, I'm scared. I'm scared after several days off because, like, what are we going to look like when we first start, right? But Gabe Vincent, we got to talk about him a little bit because he can be key to this series. I expect his minutes to start spiking up slowly but surely, right? There's no back-to-backs in the playoffs, so that's the good news, which means Gabe should be able to play all games. And if he does, I like him because he's a point guard who guards the ball, a point of attack defender. He's somebody who, can stop the dribble, drive, penetration. He has active hands. You know, he can jump the passing lanes. He does little things, the little fundamentals defensively that if you pay attention, I think he's going to be great, especially because we got guys like Murray he's got to guard, obviously, who are going to be a problem, man. So we're going to need him. I would like to see Max, but if not, Cam Reddish. I know he's not available today. He's out, unfortunately, but we're going to need all the wings we can get. Taurean Prince could be huge in this series as well. I know we've been hard on him this year, but this is why we brought him here for the playoffs. A veteran leader at the right price, playing the right minutes, could be dangerous in the playoffs. Remember how hard everybody was on Rondo, and I kept telling folks, just wait to the playoffs, guys. Rondo could be huge for us. I feel the same way about Taurean Prince and Spencer Dinwiddie. Those two players as veteran leaders, who have been in the trenches before, I believe those guys can lead by example and come out and really ball the heck out, man. But it's going to be a good series. I'm here for it. This might go 6 or 7. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say we're going to sweep or Lakers in 5. Nothing like that, because there's nothing the last 8 games that proves that we have that much of an advantage versus Denver. If anything, we're the underdogs in this series. But that's okay, because that could also play to our advantage. Remember, last year, I believe, even though they had a better record than us, and I think the Lakers had caught enough steam where people were getting behind the Laker train. This year, not a lot of people are. Most people are saying Denver and the Lakers are fifth, what do they say, bottom 15 in defense or something like that. You know, there's all these statistics that go against us. But the one statistic that goes for us is that we have champions on this team. And we obviously, LeBron James being the biggest champion. But AD and LeBron got to lead us there. They've done it once before. Can they do it again? And by the way, if we're being objective, Denver Nuggets have beat us once in the playoffs, and we have beat them once on our way to the finals. So we're even. This is the tiebreaker, baby. It's not like they truly own us. Yeah, they beat us the last 8 games, but this is the tiebreaker, right? This one's going to determine really who's the better team. Last year, they were the better team. Hats off to them, whatever. This year, we'll see, because the Lakers are entering, I think, the playoffs. I think our final record was like 20-8 or something like that. It was really good, especially with Rui in the starting lineup. So I think this is going to be a gut check series for the Lakers. If they get past this series, will prove if the Lakers are a real contender this year or they never were, right? If we were just in-season tournament champions. This series right here is going to prove it. So I'm here. Let the truth set you free. We ain't afraid of nothing. We'll be nervous during the game, but the nerves come from excitement. They come from wanting my team to win. It is normal, man. This is what we live for. Playoff basketball, and I know you guys are ready for it. It's your guys' time to shine. I will answer questions, read comments. I'm here for y'all, man. My guy LOE says Ham needs to go pop Malone in the mouth. He said that way he will get suspended for the series. Oh, man. You know how much I would pay to see that, LOE? Like, that would be awesome to see somebody punch. Because Mike Malone, he's a great coach. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but he is a cocky motherfucker, man. I would love if somebody just punch him right in his mouth, right in his grill. Bam! Just let him have it one time. I'd be nice, bro. But yeah, it won't happen. This is you know what I'm saying? The modern day NBA is not like it used to be where guys would just let it all out. They know paychecks are on the line here, right? Let's see. I'm ready for the game. Me too, K-Way. Me too, brother. My guy Tex says, what's good, Dan? Would you be pissed off if Darvin Ham was doing the 3-guard lineup? I think against Denver, it would be a terrible considering the amount of length they have when we need to match that. It's going to happen. I hate to break it to you guys. It's going to happen. It's happened all year. It happened last year in the playoffs. It's going to happen. History always repeats itself. I just hope that when it does happen, we have enough of a lead to where when the lead disintegrates, coach will make the adjustment and put in the proper lineup. But it's going to happen. I promise you, it's going to happen. I hate to say it. I hate to break it to those of you that, and yes, we are going to be pissed, especially once we start losing the lead or trailing by even more than we already were, whatever the case is, right? Max, my guy, Max, he said, what's good, Dan? Hope we bring barbecue sauce to the Denver chicken nuggets. We want all the smoke. Definitely here for the smoke, man. Wouldn't want it any other way. A lot of people were ducking. They were saying, oh, we should duck the Denver Nuggets. No, we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? We're fresh right now. We got to go through them to get to the championship anyways. Let the truth set us free. Are we good enough team this year to win a championship or to even compete? The answer will lie within this series. How we play. If we come off, remember, people are acting like we got blown out every game the last series. We were in every single one of those games. Yes, we got swept. The result was very frustrating. My punching bag will be, over there in the living room just in case I got to run over there and punch it. But I'll tell you this: this is a different team. And last year, let's not forget that when Rui started, we did really well, and then Coach never started him again in that series. This year, I presume, as long as Vando isn't there, he's going to start, which I think bodes well for the Lakers. We're younger with him out there. He's got some good size. He's a willing and capable defender. If he does that, we're Gucci, man. Hey, what's up, Alfonso? How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing good, man. Hey, man, I'm just here breaking down Lakers talk for y'all, man. Ready for the game. I will be on live on Playback TV, man. Make sure you guys go tap in over there. I will be live probably in the second half of the next game moving forward. We'll just change the channel, go to the Lakers game, all that good stuff. So first 20 get in. Make sure you get in early, man. Second half of the Knicks, I will be live probably with some of the fellas, whoever wants to join. And so it'll be a blast. Make sure, again, click the link right there in the chat, and it'll pull up right there. Now, for those of you that were asking about prize picks, I wasn't sure if I want to go look at some cars, right? I went at a car auction and go look at some cars. They didn't have nothing good. But I played early because I wasn't sure if I was going to get back home on time. And my entry, let me see. I don't even know if I hit so I decided to play the $1,000 right off the top. And I lost it because, let me show you guys what my mistake. And I should have known this. Usually I go under on some unexperienced stars in the playoffs, but I should have went over on Anthony Edwards, right? The Suns do not play defense. So that was my mistake right there. But again, it was early in the morning. I was up at 7. This is where I messed up right here. And then Bradley Beal as well. Bradley Beal did not hit. He had hit the last 5 games. He didn't. I knew Rudy would hit this for sure, even though they don't pass on the ball much. I knew that, so he gets a lot of second chance rebounds and stuff like that. So, there goes my free $1,000 opportunity. It was a free entry anyway. So much as it hurts, it's always hard to hit the 6-pick flex, right? So there it goes. So I'm out of the running here because Ant-Man decided to go off and Bradley Beal decided to doze off. So I should have swapped. I should have went more on him and less on him, and I would have still been alive. But that was my entry for the day. And good thing I didn't do it on live stream because if you would have tailed it, you would have lost on that one. But, however, the past entries, right? I told you guys I like to go under on some stuff. I have been hitting on some of these entries. So this one right here, I got $60 out of it. This was yesterday. I went less. I told you guys playoff basketball, for the most part, guys go under their projections. So that is my biggest advice. If you guys do submit an entry, go under. So you got CJ McCollum here. I went under. You see DeMar DeRozan. I went under. And of course, Jokic is going to make 1 point. So I will be banking $70. All right. Just a little word of advice for all my fellow prize pickians, right? That's what I'm going to call you. That's what I'm going to call you. But remember, promo code DTLF for 100% deposit match, guaranteed all the way up to $100. All right. So make sure you guys do tap in there. All right. My guy, Telly, man. Appreciate the love, brother. Thank you, man. He said, I think we defend Jokic by making him a scorer. Exactly. And again, this was I don't know if you guys saw my 7 keys to beating the Nuggets. This was one of them. This is one of them. The way we cannot double team the Joker because he gets comfortable and he's allowed. Listen, he might hit the first 10 points in a row, but you got to stay the course. You got to keep guarding him. Hope he gets tired. Hope that you start contesting shots and timing the shot blocking by AD. And again, we got to pray that he doesn't get in foul trouble. If he does, we're going to have to switch off. He's going to have an even bigger advantage offensively. But one man cannot beat a whole team. If you make it your sole mission to shut down the rest of the team, to play some ball denial and make it hard for them to catch it and just one-on-one. But here's the thing. We will be double teaming. We got to come from the weak side when he's not looking. We got to dig at the basketball. Sometimes from the strong side as well. We just have to mix it up. And we got to throw different looks. But I do want, for the most part, for us to play one-on-one ball. I agree with you, Telly, and I said this the other day as well. So I'm right there with you. Thanks so much for Super Chat, brother. I appreciate that. Maurice said, long time. Oh, yeah, LOE, long time no see. I know, huh? It's always good to see my boy LOE in the chat. Jerome says Minnesota winning. Yeah, they're gonna win that series. I think that one was a kind of a no-brainer. Even though the Suns have won the regular season series, I knew in the playoffs it's different, man. Defense wins, and Minnesota just has a way better defense. Phoenix has a non-existing defense, which we knew when that team was constructed that was going to be their downfall. Plus, I'm going to be honest. I think Frank Vogel's overrated, which is why we fired him. I wanted him fired. I don't regret that decision, even though I don't like Darvin Ham. So, yeah, I truly believe that coach is overrated, and he's going to show his true colors. I mean, the rotation is going to be off, all that good stuff. He said, I feel you, bro. My 6 leg missed by 1. Oh, that's the worst, Alfonso. That's happened to me before, bro. When you miss by 1, I know LOE has had the same thing happen, like half a point or something. That is pain at its finest right there. But again, man, it says nothing quite says playoffs excitement like LeBron James in an empty arena a couple hours before tip-off and Celine Dion playing over the PA system. Dave McMinimum reporting. So LeBron's the first one there, chat, and he's getting shots up. That is again, these guys they lead by example. Our superstar lead by example. The rest will follow. When they see LeBron James out here, sprinting full court, diving on the floor for loose balls, this playoff basketball, you're going to see some stuff that you can make you hold your breath because you don't want our guys to get hurt. But it's going to be intense, and we need everybody to be a live wire and to not only match LeBron and AD's energy, but because they're younger, they need to exceed LeBron James and AD's energy. I want to see Rui out here just dunking on folks. I want to see Austin Reed crossing, shaking and baking and making the shots. I want to see D'Angelo Russell with ice on his veins. I don't want to see ice cold D'Angelo, right? There's a difference between ice in his veins and ice cold frozen out of the game. So we need the energy from everybody, man. They got to play like some live wires. I think Jackson Hayes would be crucial in this series because, yeah, obviously he doesn't space the floor or whatever, but he's going to be crucial in this series. I just know he is. He brings a lot of energy, which we need, right? You need that energy in order to compete. Man, hey, Minnesota really gave it to Phoenix, so shout out to Minnesota, man. They came ready this year. Crazy, right, Stricker? It's crazy to see a young team growing and getting better, but yeah, that's the way the NBA works. Nobody stays at the bottom eventually, especially when you have a superstar like Ant-Man. And remember, I said it around the league. This is one of my dark horses in the West. Not saying they're going to win the championship or even get to the finals. They're a dangerous team in the West. They got a lot of length, a lot of size, and they got the superstar to help put them over the top. And tonight, he messed up my prize picks grab. So it is what it is. Bron's going for 40 tonight. I can see that happening. I really could. I could see LeBron going for 40. Also, though, I could see him going for 25 and 15 assists with 10 rebounds and just facilitating and impacting the game in many ways. But I would definitely prefer 40-point LeBron because when he puts the pressure on the defense and gets them into foul trouble, and now they're in the penalty, it becomes a lot easier to attack because now you don't have the same resistance. They cannot gamble on defense. They cannot swipe at the ball. They cannot try to block shots because they will be in foul trouble. So LeBron James putting pressure on him, not only does it get his game going towards the basket, he's one of the most invincible, unstoppable players to ever grace the hardwood floor, but he also puts pressure, like I said, and manipulates defenses in order to get them to back off a little bit from their aggression because otherwise they're just going to get away with a lot of bumping and fouling and smacking. Trust me, it's going to be a dirty game. Denver Nuggets, they know how to get away with this stuff. He said Reeves is the best ball hawk to me when it comes to steals. Reeves is relentless. one thing we can never talk bad about Reeves is the energy. Like sometimes D'Angelo comes out here looking lethargic. Not Reeves. Reeves is always hustling, even when his shot is off or he's turning the ball over. He's hustling. He's playing defense, or at least trying, and making plays and doing some wonderful, phenomenal things. You know what I'm saying? So Reeves is a winner. That's what he is. D'Lo, I hope, I did say by trade deadline, the way he looked after it, he looked phenomenal. I wanted him traded before the trade deadline, but deadline D'Lo went off, and then I changed my mind because I reserve the right to as a basketball fan, right? We all do. So, D'Angelo Russell won me over again, and he was the biggest question mark for me coming into the season. I was like, will he get traded at the deadline, or will he, play up to his contract? And he has not only played up to his contract during the season, but he's kind of played out of it. He's going to want more money. But this is where you really earn your paycheck in the playoffs, D'Lo. So I'm rooting for you, man. I pray to God we get Mr. Ice in his veins. And, hey, talking about ice in his veins, shout out to one of the coolest cats out there, man. My guy, LOE. Thank you so much, brother, for showing love always, man. My brother has always been an amazing friend. And it was awesome meeting you at the game, man. My boy hooked me up with a chain when he see me over there. My family was in awe because they thought you were the coolest, man. So we appreciate you, bro. Thank you. He said, great stuff, bro. Thanks again for letting us all hyped as always. Goat. He said, gotta run. Gotta go get a coat because it's snowing. Oh, it is? He said, shake my head. I'll be in the building cheering our boys on. See, talk about a diehard Laker fan right here, man. This is one of them. He's in Denver right now, fam. He's going to be there bringing us that good juju and them good vibes. Major shout out to you, brother. Hey, go bring us home that victory. My guy, LOE. Man, by the way, there's something in the works coming for Court Kings with, collaboration with my guy, LOE. I already seen it. When y'all see it, when it officially drops, you're going to want to cop that. Trust. Chris is on his game. He's on his A game always. David Garcia Jr. said, this is the biggest game. Oh, for sure, brother. This one is huge, man. Let me tell you something. LeBron James, when he wins game ones, I forgot what the stat is, but I believe he's won 75 or 80% of the games when he wins game one. So it tells you this game means everything. Some people will say it's only one game. But if we get it, we will control the series, which LeBron, when he gets controls of a series, it's hard for him to lose, right? This is why a couple of years back when he lost to the Warriors game one, when J.R. Smith made that knuckleheaded play, that's why he was so demonstrative, because he knows how crucial it could have been. Like one game could lead you to winning another one you're not supposed to win. And then that one can lead you to full control of a series and so on and so forth. But we got to take it one game at a time. We cannot overreact to one game, and we cannot over panic to the same game. So tonight it's all about learning, see what we could do, probing, testing, see what the waters are looking like. The key is not to get blown out. Win or play close. And man, I hope the Lakers brought their A game today. But look, there's a chance. Where there's a will, there's a way. Lakers are coming for it, man. They're going for it all. And LeBron James and AD had a whole season to think about that sweep in the last playoffs. And not only that, they had a regular season as well. So now is our chance. Kylo Ren said, Dan, please give us your starting five. You all right, answer me this. The starting five you think that I would start, or the starting five that I believe is going to start in this game? Because I think, all right, I'll give you both. I believe it's going to be D'Angelo, Austin, Rui, LeBron, AD. Who I would start, the honesty, to all honest to God, I would go with a lot of size. Forget about the guard play, right? So I will bring Austin off the bench, turn him into a six-man killer, right, to keep that energy up going when we go to the bench. And I will start D'Lo. And if he struggles defensively, I'm putting Gabe there, right? But I'm going to start D'Lo. I'm going to start Rui Hachimura at the 2. Call me crazy. I'm going to run it. And then I'm going to put LeBron at the 3. I'm putting AD at the 4, and I'm putting Jackson Hayes at the 5. However, we cannot run that lineup right now because we don't have a backup big man, right? If we had Christian Wood, I would definitely run that lineup. So that's not going to be the lineup. It's going to be, and I'm okay with it right now. The starting lineup is going to be, I'm cool with, right? Obviously, not head over heels. I would much prefer either Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes to start alongside AD to give us that size advantage, or even just to match up, because, Denver got a lot of offensive rebounding crashers. They like to crash the glass. So that's going to be interesting. But if I was a coach, I wouldn't be afraid to experiment. I'm not. A lot of people are afraid of, oh, he's not a 2, Dan. Yes, I know that. But I like the size, right? And I'm going D'Lo, who's 6'5" and taller. Rui, who's 6'9", 6'10". I'm putting LeBron against 6'8". I'm putting AD, and I'm putting Jackson Hayes. But unfortunately, we don't have a backup big. right? Which is why I wanted Bismack Biyombo, which is why I wanted some of these bigs that were available in the market during the trade deadline. Unfortunately, we didn't go for it. And I believe part of that is because the coach didn't want to go for it. Man, well, major love to LOE. Always showing love, man. He's as real as it gets. Anybody who comes after him is any enemy of my friend is my enemy. Put it like that. All right. That's all I got to say. Jonathan, Lakers need confidence. W game 1. D-Lo is key. Yes. Thank you so much for Super Chat, bro. Absolutely. I think the Lakers do not lack the confidence. We have had a tremendous month and a half, even to get here, right? Think about this. We went from the 10 seed all the way to the 7th. So just to get here, every game felt like a game 7, felt like a playoff game. And we lost a couple that we got sick during, but the ones when we were all healthy, we managed to win them. Even that ugly Memphis Grizzlies game over there in Memphis to end the season. And then the Pelicans won. We won back-to-back games on the road. So we're kind of battle-tested for the road. Here we go, right? We're about to get into this. Denver Nuggets, baby. Haven't seen you in a minute, my bro. He says, sub DTLF, much love and respect. Hope you're as excited about this series. I know I am. I'm confident in my team. May the best team win. You guys are winning game 1. It's crucial, I would say. Man, you know what? I got mad love for you, bro, just because you've been one of the classiest fans that I know. Usually fans from other teams come in here and talk trash, but not Denver Nuggets, baby. So much love to you, bro. Yeah, may the best team win. Lakers. I'm just playing, bro. No, but for real, that's how I feel, man. And no disrespect to you or your squad, but we're coming for that. We're coming for that ass, brother. It's revenge season over here on this side, but much love to you, man. Personally, to you, much love to your team. Not a lot of love coming your way. My guy said, I like your lineup better than the actual one. Well, for me, it's more so sometimes you have to get unorthodox. When you're playing a good team like Denver, you have to think outside the box, right? And so I'm a big proponent of utilizing all the size you have in your team. Now, let's just say, obviously, we cannot do the lineup I said because we don't have a backup big. But let's just say you start more wing size at the 2 guard, right? Like Spencer Dinwiddie instead of Austin or Taurean Prince. That could also work because now you got all this versatile wings, all this versatility. And obviously you still got the 2 big mans or whatever, one coming off the bench, one starting. But if we're not going to go 2 big man lineup, then you need, I believe, I'm afraid of my backcourt of D'Lo, Austin. Now, if they're firing on all cylinders offensively, nothing to fear because whatever they give up defensively, they're going to make up for it offensively. But if one of them or both of them is having an off game, you have to go out there and you have to put in Gabe Vincent, man. You have to try Max Christie. You have to try, Dinwiddie to get starter type minutes. If doomsday scenario, we go down 0-2, we have to make adjustments in the 3rd game, right? You might not have to make adjustments after the 1st game, but in the 3rd game, depending on the outcome and how it happens. A lot of things are going to factor into this, and we're going to have more to break down. Again, if you guys love full coverage, you guys want the halftime and everything, follow me on Playback, guys. I got you guys here pregame and postgame on YouTube, but Playback is going to be where it's at. I will do the first half on YouTube, multicast, but the second half, that way I can focus on the full chat, will be exclusively on Playback. So all you got to do is click on the link at the top of the chat, and you guys are there. And follow your boy. That's all you got to do. I will also be covering the second half of the next game, which has already started. It is underway right now as we speak. So make sure if you guys do want to watch at least the second half with me over there, to tap in, man, and follow the kid on Playback. All right, guys. Final keys to tonight's matchup. All right, and these are crucial. Let's start with number 1, and you guys can drop your keys in the chat as well. Yeah, the Timberwolves definitely came to play, but I definitely seen most of that game. But key number 1, Anthony Davis, LeBron got to set the tone, right? We talked about this the other day. Our 2 superstars have to be bigger than the 2 stars of Denver, which is Jokic and Murray. So I need LeBron and AD to hold their end of the bargain. I want the whole series, I want at least 25 points per game, no less than that. Anything less from either side, I think is going to be hard to overcome, right? What's another thing? Key number 2, don't turn the ball over. We're talking about the mile high. It is extremely tough to defend out there, right? It is because why? Because obviously we have oh snap. Never mind. Yeah, obviously it's going to be really tough to defend because we got to get out in transition. We turn the ball over. It's going to be tough, man. The high altitude over there gets into your lungs. I can't imagine how it must feel like, right? They say it's like playing under one of those masks. What do they call this? The M80? What do they call the masks? The M90 masks? M80? What do they call them? M something. It's like playing with one of those, from what I heard, right? Which, if you worked out with one of those masks, you know how hard it is to breathe in, especially running the treadmill. So again, do not turn that ball over. You turn the ball over, man, getting back in transition, playing defense, is going to be really, really tough. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. N95, there you go. Thank you. The N95 mask. Yes. I don't know what you're talking about. I got a professional ass mic. Bro said upgrade my mic. Check it out, bro. Yeah, this is a very pricey mic. I think it might be just the volume settings. Am I low, or is it just bro's? Maybe it's your computer or your phone speakers, man. Maybe you blew them. Maybe you blew them. But yeah, I have a professional mic, brother. I hate to break it to you. The N95 mask. Yeah. So that's key number 2. Key number 3 is don't double team the Joker. Simple as that. If you do, then you got to make sure you come early before he gets to see the whole court. You know what I'm saying? If he sees the whole court, it's going to be a problem. This dude he's a problem, man. He just is. They allow him to get away with a lot of offhands and stuff like that, right? So we got to make sure that we don't double team him as often. And when we do, you got to hard trap him. You got to hedge. You got to make sure you corner him against the baseline or something. Don't do it in the middle of the court where he can just dump it off to some cutter or something. It creates a lane. So we got to pick and choose our spots when we double team, because we will. I promise you we will. And we will also play small at times. It's just how the coach has already gotten us used to watching. So that's what I feel. Thank you, guys. Yeah, my mic is fine. So it must be bro's speakerphone. Either that or it's just a hater talking smack. KDN, bro, I appreciate if you really mean that from the bottom of your heart about the channel being phenomenal. I appreciate that. But yeah, my mic is just good, my friend. My mic is perfectly fine. All right. That's going to wrap it up for me here on Pregame. Make sure you guys follow right now. Again, the Knicks game, I believe, is already underway. Let me double check that. Yeah, it's already underway. So make sure you guys are there. Wait, one more super chat. Bro said 10K in cash to pick final score. What is it? Man, you're putting a lot of pressure on me. I would not bet 10K in cash for a final score, because it could really be anything. But I say Lakers 114, Denver Nuggets 110. And that's just how I feel like the game's going to be. It's going to be rigid. It's going to be close. 114 to 110. Lakers by 4. Final score. Right? That's just me. But don't take my word for it, bro. I would hate to lose your money. It's just what my gut is telling me. That 10K in cash is a lot of money, brother. A lot of money. But I appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget promo code DTLF on Prize Picks. And follow me over there on Playback, man. We're going to have a lot of fun today. For those of you that will follow me, see you guys over there. For those of you that don't, I'll see you guys here post-game, all right? Peace out, chat. Let's go, Lakers. Let's get it.